Hello and welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Finn Nixon.
Me, Kathy Griffiths.
And me, Sandy Neal.
And a happy belated Valentine's Day, if that's your sort of thing. Away from the cards, chocolates and flowers though, we've been gathering lots of interesting news and stories for you this week. My colleagues are beside me here, up to their ears in news. What have you been looking into this week, Kathy?
Well, I've actually been to see Elvis.
Goodness.
I know. But of course, he was the star of Luing Community Cinema's first opening night since COVID. Of course, it was Elvis the film, but it was grand to see Toberoniki Picture House up and running again. And there's more movies to come. Thank you very much. That was my Elvis. I know.
That was pretty good, actually.
Not bad.
I know. On a more serious note, though, councillors have been asked to approve a 4.33% increase in council tax in Argyll Bute, while fees and charges rise by 6%. A meeting of the council's Policy and Resources Committee tomorrow, that's Thursday, is set to see more talk on how the authority can plug a budget gap of over £13 million. Bit of good news though, parking charges, school meals and public toilet fees are set to be exempt from the 6% rise. Phew, a little bit of relief there.
Hooray.
Also, hairy coos descended on Oban's Livestock Centre at the weekend for the Highland Cattle Society's 132nd Spring Show and Sale, attracting buyers from as far away as America, New Zealand and Germany. A top price of 22,000 guineas was paid for the overall male champion, and he was Seamus of Benmore, from Killin's Benmore Fold, and he was sold to Starlake Cattle Company in the United States. We've got a report on that, show results and pictures in this week's OT for you.
Thank you, Kathy, and that sounds great, and I look forward to reading all your stories and seeing those pictures when this newspaper becomes available in local shops and garages from Thursday. What about you, Sandy? What have you been finding out for us this week?
Well, there has been island outrage at the council's planned cuts to customer service centres and registrars. Jura Development Company asked if the saving target is 25%, why is 100% of Jura's service being threatened? You can find out more in this week's Oban Times. Police get a grilling at Oban Community Council. The Corran Ferry across Loch Linney is at breaking point. Cash-strapped Highland Council is telling MSPs. Coll counts the cost of their ferry's unreliability. CalMac's proposed waitlist would be a disaster for Tiree. Its community council hears. Who has bought Dawn Fresh's fish farms on Long... Oh, sorry, I'll start that again.
She didn't say Dawn French. My nightmare.
Trying so hard. Who has bought Dawn Fresh's fish farms on Long...
Sorry.
Who's bought Dawn French's fish? That's what we want to know.
How much time do you all have? Are you busy? I hope not. Who has bought Dawn Fresh's fish farms on Long... One day. Who has bought Dawn Fresh's fish farms on Loch Etive and Loch O? Or perhaps you fancy a holiday on Islay. Why not? It's a beautiful place. And you phone up a local hotel. Ring, 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 ring. Can you book a room, you asked? No, the person says, because he is an electrician. Phone lines have been scrambled in the Glenegadale area of Islay, and you can find out why and what happened from many different people affected. Over to you, Finn. You've got some sport from us.
Yeah, that's right, Sandy. It was another busy weekend in sport in Oban and the surrounding areas. There were 2 shinty draws held. The first 2 rounds of the Camanachd Cup were drawn in Inverness, and the Bullock Cup draw threw up a tasty first round fixture between Oban Celtic and Lochside Rovers. We have all the latest on the pre-season preparations in the shinty in this week's newspaper. Steps were also taken at a recent meeting towards making improvements to the changing rooms at Mossfield Stadium. It's hoped that this will encourage more events and sporting finals to be held at the venue, so some good news there. There was also a closely contested race at Glen Cruton Forest in cycling, and I heard the latest from a local cyclist who is doing rather well from Barcaldon. He's currently out training with his new cycling team in southern Spain, but he said it wasn't actually that sunny there. That's your sport for this week though, and don't forget to check out all these stories and more at www.obantimes.co.uk or by picking up a newspaper in local shops and garages. And if you have your own story, get in touch. You can call us on 01631 568 000, email editor@obantimes.co.uk, or message us on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. That's it from us this week though, so it's goodbye from me, Finn Nixon.
Goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
And goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye.
Bye.